Hello to you people around the world. As you noticed, is a lot of discussion about USA, Iran, and Israel. Um, I had a discussion yesterday in a cafe with the Dutch lady and an Indonesian gentleman about this matter. And the Dutch lady said, how about the invasion of which is happening in Iran by USA and Israel is about the oil and taking over Iran. So, and she asked me, what do you think? I said, when is any problem, you need to find out what's the root and is who is beneficial. And I said, according to the evidences, uh, the only two countries who put the true sanction on Iran in the last 47 years was United States and Israel, who did not take any oil from Iran. But who took oil from Iran? Every single European country took the oil either almost free without any paperwork in the black market, because if they sign anything like an invoice for millions of dollars of oil, sold oil, then is they are going to get prosecuted in the court, because they they supposed to not to deal any any transaction with Iran, especially oil. So they just pump the oil and then they take it, and probably when is the black market, it means it could be in Bitcoin or personal account in a different country. Like they say, put this millions of dollars in that account in somewhere in Europe or somewhere in China or somewhere else. So it means black market. So Europe is the one, and China and other countries except Israel and Iran. So this is one. And two, when you check the history of Israel and USA, they didn't go and take over a country. England did. Like in Africa, in USA, the almost half a continent, the North America, which is the Canada, is invaded by England, or India. So they invaded India for 80 years. So that is not in American Constitution. So the the movement they are doing, they according to American Constitution is R2P, means freeing a country from slavery. So if a crime is happening, like a massacre which just happened, that means is gonna trigger by the law that other country have to stop that according to the human right. So this is a brief answer which I gave to this lady. And plus, when they announced that we are just helping Iran to get rid of this regime, we don't overthrow a government, and it's not our job. That is when they officially announce it. That is a evidence. Plus, they put the IRGC in a terrorist list from the first place 47 years ago. They shut down Islamic Republic embassy in USA and Israel from the first place. So when she's saying that they are there for themselves, I said that's a part of their is for themselves and us, because Islamic Republic, as they say we are going to export Islamic constitution to all around the world, and whoever resists, we are going to defeat them. This is what they said, and they are saying we are going to remove Israel from the map. It means they officially threat to kill a nation, which is against of international law. And that Indonesian gentleman mentioned something about Islamic constitution. He said, in our country, our president pushed and even put the election to switch their constitution to Islamic constitution. But we Indonesian did not vote to that, and we still have the same or same constitution. So this gives a message, like these Indonesian are intelligent, that, as he said, we are secular nation. We do not let Islam interfere or politic whatsoever. Because he said if we do that, we are going to kill the tourism to our country, which is we are going to lose a lot of money that way. That's one of the reasons they don't want to have Islamic constitution. And the next subject it came up, proxy forces. And the conversation was around Islamic Republic proxy forces, which was, one of them was Syria, another one was Lebanon, Palestine, which was Hamas, Hezbollah, Hashd Sha'bi, Fatemiyun, and all others, including Houthis in Yemen. And the question popped up that maybe Islamic Republic is a proxy force itself. And in this discussion, England popped up. So, which means the theory is this, or as a question, is Islamic Republic a proxy force of England or not? Is a question, is a theory. So always the facts first are theory, then either become a fact or it fails. So the next question is, if Islamic Republic is one of the proxy forces of British Kingdom or UK, is only this one or there is many of them? Normally, according to history, those in high intelligent level who are on the top and have a few proxy power, especially British government or United Kingdom, that is not a small organization or a small corporation. They are very big. Normally, they don't, they are not happy just having one proxy. They are going to have a few to just back them, to just secure their goal. And when you follow the money, then you see, okay, when Islamic Republic has Islamic Republic leadership has two office in England, that is an evidence. Two office, one in London, another one is in Newcastle. Another evidence which makes this stronger, this theory strong, is having bank account, official Islamic leadership bank account in two separate accounts, one in Newcastle, another one in London. Third one is not an ordinary account. It has billions of pounds, British pounds, in that account. So the last time people checked, it was about $90 billion or pounds. So this is not an ordinary amount. And especially when Islamic Republic is highlighted in the world that this is a terrorist or not. And by it has been recognized as a terrorist by United States and Israel. Recently, it went to the Europe list. Europe put Islamic Republic or IRGC, Islamic Republic Guard, in a terrorist list recently. So if it's like this, if they are terrorists recognized as terrorist organization, why England did not put IRGC in terrorist list and allow them to have a official bank account there with massive amount of money, $90 billion. And this amount doesn't get increased. Seems like this is they call it bridge account. It means money comes into it and then it goes somewhere else, which people don't know. Is another question is going to rise. Where this money is going? If it's in England, does this money frequently passes this bridge and goes to British account or private British account, not even the government, which nobody knows yet. So these are the theories which makes this theory stronger, that Islamic Republic is one of the proxy force of British government. And then there is another question, okay, why all of these Islamic Republic embassies are open in Europe? If they recognize it as a terrorist, why their embassies are open? Why European country bypass the sanction almost 90%? So they just pay by Bitcoin and such. They get the oil, millions of dollars per month at least. They buy oil from Iran in black market, which means money laundering. And at this moment, they close the Persian Gulf, but European ship are going through or not? So this is a question. They don't announce it, which country will let their shipment goes by or not. So according to evidences when European country bypassed the sanction and they have been buying oil and bypassing the sanction for 47 years, obviously European country are a good friend of Islamic Republic because they bypassed the sanction and they paid, this country pay a kind of like cash or off of the record to Islamic Republic. So this conversation kind of stopped, okay, because we were a kind of shocked that, wow, Islamic Republic is a proxy of British government or not, and how many proxy it has. All of the European country are the proxy of UK or not, which means Germany, Netherlands, Spain, Switzerland, Sweden, and the list goes on and on. 28 European countries are the proxy forces of France, by the way. All of these are proxy forces of UK or not. So, and on the other hand, they ask, okay, how people can overthrow this Islamic regime? That is a big question, which I said with the good leadership, because this Islamic Republic regime, obviously, they force people to obey them. They force people to be slave, and they proved it. They said, we don't care you want us or not. We want to stay on power regardless of how many people we kill, how many people we rape, how many people we steal their organs and such. So obviously they are not basically a right, they just broke all the laws, all international laws, so they have to go. Because of that, we need to get rid of them, because if they survive, as King Pahlavi said, so I call him king because all the things he has done is not ordinary thing. Without any official power, he united people. He has been voice of people, and he, with his good social credit, he could get American trust and Israel's trust for help. That is not easy, because it's hard to trust a nation to spend millions of dollars of weapon and missile to help them. So he put his word in line, and he's helping us. However, with his leadership, the chance that people can overthrow this Islamic regime is very high. And since Israel is really intelligent, and they are helping people to neutralize the balance of the power of the Islamic regime and people. So everything unbalanced is a problem. Well, at least the most of them. In fact, is a in Persian, in Cyrus constitution, equality between man and woman, equality between all the nation, uh, and equality between the power between people and the government. So they brought it just like this: one for all for one. It means that one, which they mean king, should serve people, or it could be president. And all who are people should support the king or support the president. This is equality. And if it goes to the forces like a power, like a owning a gun, when the government has a right to have guns, but people don't, that is unbalanced, which is happening in Iran. So this is the reason, maybe this is the reason that American Constitution law is based on people should have a right to have gun in order to have this balance between people and the government. So maybe if people of Iran or Iranian people overcome this unbalanced matter, they will be capable to overthrow this Islamic regime. How? That is the detail. So as far as I heard the news, one state in Iran, Sistan and Baluchistan, they could defeat a few Islamic base or Islamic Guard base, and they got guns. So they took over the state, or partially at least. But this is only one state, and that I'm not sure is the right thing to do or not. I would say only one state do it individually is wrong. It has to be organized and all together they do it if they want to do it. But because they shut down the internet in Iran, people cannot communicate. Therefore, it's really difficult to synchronize their movement. But this is again is a theory. If they do what Sistan Baluchistan did at the same time in all states, can people win this war with the Islamic regime or not? However, we Persian people know we don't have no point to return. It means if we back off, we even they let us to leave, even if Islamic regime let us to leave, is not the ordinary lifestyle. That means we people prefer to get killed in the street instead of dying from hunger, from thirst, from diseases, and the list goes on and on and on. So people are not going to back off as according to these evidences, and they are going to go all the way to until they destroy this Islamic regime and this Islamic constitution with all of its elements. So they don't want even a piece of this Islamic Republic left. That's what they want. And I agree with them because they broke their promise. They all these 47 years they lied, they cheated, and they killed people. And they have to go. We have to be careful because if Iranian or this Islamic regime is a proxy force of England, we need to be careful and be prepared for any ace card which England has and is going to keep it for the last moment, which means we don't reach victory until we reach it 100%. So we, as King Pahlavi said, we need to put more energy, especially the people who are living outside of Iran. And if we don't, the victory is not going to come easy. So we have to put effort, which means whatever King Pahlavi commands, we need to obey. Just like a manager in a company. If you disobey that manager, that store or that company or that organization falls apart. So again, one for all for one. So he's doing his part, which is one for all. Now we, as people, need to do all for one. He doesn't need because he's rich, he's educated, he has a very good social credit across the world, but we are the one who need to be all for one. Otherwise, we lose big time. Thank you very much for your time, and I wish peace for all people around the world. And I'm going to finish it with the one poem in Persian language. بنی آدم اعضای یکدیگرند، ز آفرینش ز یک گوهرند. چو عضوی به درد آورد روزگار، دگر عضوها را نماند قرار. تو که از محنت دیگران بیغمی، نشاید که نامت دهند آدمی. It means all the nation, every single of them are a part of the whole world. It means whatever happened in one part of the world definitely is gonna affect all other countries. As you noticed, this is happening in Iran. The oil price in Europe went up. The food price went up. This is just the beginning. If something worse than this happened to Iran, worse thing happened in Europe. So as you know, Islamic Republic threatened Israel and US because they disobeyed Islamic leader. Imagine if any single country in Europe, they disobey or reject Islamic constitution from Iran, which could be a proxy itself, they are going to tell, I'm going to wipe, for example, France from the map too, just like Israel, and so many other countries as well, which they are not far from them. So they already built missiles which can reach 4,000 miles. If they can make this type of missile, certainly they can make something which can go longer. And when they had base in Venezuela, so which means they could ship missile to Venezuela, and from Venezuela they shoot it to USA with nuclear head. So America is defending himself, because otherwise they are going to attack USA, and as they say, we want to export our Islamic constitution. Their goal is to change the change the constitution in the US with Islamic constitution. So if they are forcing it to US, of course they are going to force it to Europe as well. Then whatever is happening to us Persian people definitely will happen to you as European people, because they have done it already. It's not just a threat. If you disobey, they massacre. They commit massacre wherever they disobey. Because we disobeyed and we rejected this Islamic constitution, this is what they have done. Within 1 week, 50,000 people got killed, and in a horrible way, either in the street or in the in their camp. So this is a global matter. And just think about this theory that Islamic regime is a proxy of the UK or not. And I hope people in UK also investigate this, to ask their government, is Islamic regime is your proxy or not? If is not, why don't you shut down the Islamic embassy in your country, in our country? So they have to ask that. Why don't you put IRGC in terrorist list? If you're saying no, we are separate, and so what are you waiting for? Thank you very much for your time, and I hope this Islamic regime go away, gets wiped out from Iran, and everything will be peaceful in Middle East, in Asia, in Europe, and all across the world. Thank you very much. Have a great day.